I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shooting Plink. Today we're out here where we're going to be shooting our powder guns, and the one that we got is the Taurus, and this is a new G2C. It's a little bit more compact. It's as far as just looking at it and that, I have not fired it yet. You and I are going to see it together. It has adjustable sights, so they haven't been adjusted. We're going to find out how well they're out right out of the factory. I'll tell you a little bit about this. Of course, magazine, want it out. It's already loaded. I got some Remington UMC in there, by the way. That's what we're going to be shooting. And it's got a safety right over here. It's got a manual safety. Show you up close. It's right over here. Easy to use. I have enhanced the sights just a little bit on the rear. I painted on some glow on that they call it. I thought, well, it might help because they are kind of a small white dot. They do have white dot sights, but like I said, I enhanced it a little bit. We'll see how it happens. The teardown is very, very simple on this. You just pull this down. You got to pull this back. Of course, I'm not going to do that out in the field right now, but you pull it back, you pull this down, and then you pull the trigger and slide it forward, and that's all you got to do to tear it down. It's lightweight, it's nice size, very, very good for concealed carry type thing. And like I said, we're just gonna see what happens. Oh yeah, also it has a load indicator right up here, so that when you got a round in here, this sticks up so that you know that you can either feel it or see it, which makes it kind of nice too. So we're going to shoot this thing and see how it works. I'm going to do like I normally do. We're going to shoot at the 5, 7, and 10 yard line, because that's what you shoot for as far as qualifying. Now so far I have played around with this a little bit in the house, and the magazines, especially when they're empty, they don't drop out real easy. You got to kind of put it on its side in order to pull it out. It's hard to get at this. A lot of times you got to cant it over like that and then pull it out. So you can't leave your finger up here, which is good. And by the way, speaking of fingers and thumbs and what have you, it's got little indentations right into the side. You can see them right here, right over here. That actually makes it kind of nice, because it puts you right to where your thumb should be, and it puts it over here where your finger should be until you go to shoot. You can also pull the trigger again. It's one of these that is a double action, where say a round doesn't fire, you can pull it again, see if she's going to fire before you have to eject it. So let's do some shooting and see how she works. Of course, as always, you seen the results as it was happening, and I can't see it that well, that far back, but yeah, I had a lot of low shots. That probably means that I need to adjust this a little bit, and like I told you at first, it just, you know, this is the first time, you and we got to see the first shots right here, and a lot of them hit right in this black bullseye area. I mean, yeah, I got a lot of them down here for some reason. I don't know why, and maybe one of these is because of what I'm going to be telling you about here. The one thing I don't like is the real long trigger pull. And I'll show you we're empty. See, it's unloaded. See, it's out. Okay, now I'm going to show you the long trigger pull. Didn't release until clear back there. The reset point is right here. All the way back there. Otherwise, it's a very good trigger pull. It's comfortable. It's comfortable shooting. It doesn't really have a lot of recoil. Of course, some of that has to do with the ammo that I was using. I was using, like I said, the 115 grain Remington UMC, and it worked good in here. Every round cycled, so it did that well too. The other thing that I have done, you know, I told you about the magazine problem where it has to can it more to push on it. Well, I have found now that I'd use some gun protect on it. And gun protect, of course, is to use for a lot of different things. You can even oil the inside of the barrel, the whole works, and you use it on your guns on the outside. But use it for other lubrication besides, because I've even used it on my Garcia Revo fishing reels in the worm gear area, and it's done a fantastic job on it. But again, it's re-loosened this up the way it should, also shooting it. But again, I'm going to have to, I think, adjust the sights on this. And I can understand that long trigger pull, because if you don't have your safety on, then yeah, that gives you a little extra safety, but this does have a manual safety, and if you use it, and it's fairly simple to use, you wouldn't need that as much, but I guess it's a good feature that way. The magazine, like I said, I got that loosened up. That's good. It's a nice size, very, very nice size for concealed carry. The accuracy is good. You would have, on that shooting there, I'd have qualified. No problem, because I'd hit within the qualification area. If you can hit a sheet of paper like that with all your rounds, you're going to qualify. That long trigger pull, though, like I was talking about, that might be why one of those rounds might be down there, because I know at one point I thought that I was ready to reload, and I pulled the trigger again just thinking, and bam, it went off again. So there was still a round in there, so you want to be careful on that because of that. You want to, you know, you just want to be aware of it, just like any gun. You want to be safety first, without a doubt. Otherwise, hey, this is a very well built gun. Like I said, it's a Taurus G2C, and just everything about it is redesigned well. So as far as a rating, this long trigger pull is the only thing that bothers me, and I'd give it a 4 because of that, but knowing that a lot of you guys, it's not going to bother you any, I'd give it a 5. So those of you that doesn't bother you, it gets a 5. Everybody else, it gets a 4. So I know, 4.5? maybe we gotta go with 4.5 then, huh? So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.